St George's Hospital Charity is the main charity partner for Queen Mary's and St George's Hospitals. We help fund refurbishments which create better conditions for patients, their families, staff and visitors. We also fund research and help fund state-of-the-art equipment. Over the last 8 years, St George's Hospital Charity has donated over £20 million. Donors and fundraisers are the lifeblood of the charity. Without their support, we wouldn't exist. For me, each and every one of them is a star. It's through their efforts that we as a charity are able to make a difference to thousands of patients and staff here at St George's and Queen Mary's Hospitals.
Summer of 2015, we arrived at the hospital with a very poorly 19-year-old daughter. She was rushed through resus. She was taken up to a ward. Within 3 days she was in the general intensive care unit, which is this unit. We spent 5 weeks here. She was diagnosed with glandular fever and something called hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis jumped on top of that following a bout of sepsis. And she fought for her life for the first couple of weeks. She rallied, and then for the second couple of weeks they battled, she battled, we battled. We were here 24/7. However, July the 1st, about 5 weeks later, we lost Molly, and the fund was born from that huge loss of potential. We've used all that energy because it was like hitting a brick wall with the energy. The energy had nowhere to go, and family, friends, her uni friends, her brownie friends, her babysitting friends, her lifetime friends just kept knocking on the door. What can we do? What can we do? They were so shocked. So we rallied straight away and founded Molly Smile Fund after her smile. And we decided initially to raise money for this unit because of the care and attention Molly got.
Eleanor came to us with a blood clot in the arm. This is a condition called deep vein thrombosis, which is a very common condition, but usually affects the leg rather than the arm.
I was admitted to St George's 2 years ago just due to a blood clot in my arm. I've been to a local hospital that they unfortunately misdiagnosed as a torn muscle, but I could tell it was something more than that. St George's were able to pick it up straight away as soon as I got here, and then I think I realised how serious the condition was. They were amazing from the moment that I walked in, and they noticed everything really, and it did end up me having 2 ribs removed because of it, so it was a very serious condition.
She raised money for us to buy a machine that meant we could monitor how the blood clots in our operating theatre. And that's become a vital part of our day-to-day equipment.
I was motivated to raise money for St George's because just the care that they gave when I was treated here as a patient was just amazing. I was touched by all the nurses and the carers, all the hospital staff. They just make you feel really looked after, and they notice everything. So that's one of the main reasons I wanted to give back something to Cheseldon Ward.
As a play specialist, we try and make hospital less scary and a better environment for the children. The charity has funded 2 sensory trolleys for us, which we can use to take round on the walls to children that can't get out of their beds, or we keep them in the playroom here. It's got a bubble machine, it's got a projector on it, fibre optic lights, so it's really nice and calm and soothing for the children.
In the making music sessions, normally I come to the playroom first and check in here with the play specialists, and then we go round the wards. They take me to some of the children that they feel would appreciate some music, whether or not they've just come back from an operation or if they've had a bad day or whatever, and then we work our way around and visit as many children as we can. I think it's really important for the charity to fund programmes like this in the hospital because it can give moments of escape, I guess. It can transform an otherwise sterile and busy and hectic environment that's full of beeping machines and whirring and sort of tubes and all of that stuff to actually some time of either reflection and also creativity.
The charity funds Art St George's, which involves several programmes. We have Making Music, which runs every Wednesday afternoon. That's for patients that have been in hospital for over 28 days. We have Art at the Bedsides, also for people who have been in hospital for a long stay period. We have Saturday socials for neuro rehab patients, whereby they do activities to help them in their recovery process.
I volunteer for St George's Hospital charity mainly because around 3 years ago I retired from my profession. I became very bored at home and watched a lot of daytime television, and I thought it was a great opportunity for me to actually give something back to the community. The impact I see the charity making across the hospital is particularly when I see supporters coming to the fundraising office, how driven they are and how enthusiastic they are to raise funds for their particular cause of what's affected them. And we've seen some truly inspirational people walk through the fundraising office.